So this is another deep scripture I'm going to read to you here. It says, likewise also these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignitaries. And yet Michael the archangel, when contending with the devil, he disputed over the body of Moses, durst not bring a railing accusation, but said, the Lord rebuke you. Now this is where it gets quite deep. See, this is what happened. You have sons of God and you have angel. Angel is a job description. So you have sons of God, the heavenly host, the ones that are in heaven, which people call angels. When we go a bit deeper, they're called the sons of God. It speaks about that in the book of Job chapter 38. It speaks about the sons of God shouting for joy when there was the laying of the foundation of the earth. It didn't say angels, it said the sons of God. All right, so we're going right to the raw core here. But whenever we see these sons of God appear in the earth realm, they appear, if they have a message from God, they're called angels, because angel means angelos in Greek, which means messenger. All right, it's going to get really deep. Bear with me now, okay? So now the archangel Michael turns up. It says that he started to contend with the devil over the body of Moses. That word contend means dispute. He didn't bring a railing accusation, but he said, the Lord rebuke you. He came with a word. The word was from heaven. Remember, Michael is the principality over Israel. You could read that in the book of Daniel chapter 10 at the end. For lo, Michael, your prince. So when he's in heaven, he's moving as a son of God, which is a principality, a chief prince. Michael is a chief prince in the heavenly realms. He's a chief prince over the jurisdiction over Israel. But when he turns up in the earth realm with a message, he's now called an archangel. Okay, he's a chief messenger. He's one of the chief princes in the earth. He's a chief prince in the heavenly realms. When he comes to the earth realm to do business, he's now a chief messenger, a chief angel, an archangel. It's going to be powerful what I share with you right now. See, Michael couldn't roll up into the earth realm and start to do what he wants to do. No, because he doesn't have jurisdiction in the earth realm. Satan has jurisdiction in the earth realm. Satan is the god of this world. He is the prince of the power of the air. The earth realm was given over to Lucifer. Okay, when Adam sinned, he gave the earth realm to Satan. It says this in the book. It speaks about this a bit more in the book of Matthew and Mark and Luke, speaking about temptations of Christ, speaking about how when Satan took Jesus to the top of the mountain, he said to him, all these kingdoms that were delivered unto me, I shall deliver unto you if you shall bow down and worship me. Hold on, all the kingdoms of the world was delivered unto Satan. How? Easy. At the fall of Adam and Eve, when they sinned, he handed over his dominion. Adam and Eve handed over their dominion over to Satan. Why? Because when they sinned, they were out of the position they was placed in. This speaks about the angels that fell. When they left the heavenly abode, they stepped out of their position and they sinned. So as soon as you come out of Christ, boom, you sin. You come out of God, bang, you sin. So they sinned, and in them sinning, they handed over their authority and their dominionship to Satan. Woo, it's deep stuff. So when we go back to the verse 8, it says that likewise these filthy dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignitaries. Now dignitaries means glorious ones. So dignitaries here in Greek means the glorious ones, okay, or those that are in authority. Okay, so these people, they speak out against people in authority. But it speaks here, it says that, but Michael did not bring a railing accusation to Satan, but said, the Lord rebuke you. Why? Because the archangel Michael at that time didn't have jurisdiction over Satan. So he couldn't get Satan to say, give me the body of Moses. You give it to me now. He couldn't do that. Why? Because he's a chief prince. Okay, or he's an archangel in this verse right here. He's a chief messenger. But Lucifer, or the devil, is a cherubim, which is a higher ranking order of angel, or a higher ranking son of God. Do you understand? The ranking I'm speaking about. He did not bring a railing accusation because Satan at this point here is a cherubim. He outranks him. One's a prince, one's a cherub. He outranks him. Then on the earth realm, he outranks him because Satan is the god of the world, and Archangel Michael is not the god of anything. Archangel Michael is a prince. There's a difference between a king and a prince. All right, remember that. The Bible speaks about kings. Says that Lucifer is a king in the book of Ezekiel chapter 28. Says that Lucifer is a king. So when Michael, the chief prince, turns up, he's a prince. He hasn't got the jurisdiction and he hasn't got the authority to tell Satan what to do. It's deep. See, this is the reason why. See, when Michael came and tried to take the body of Moses, there was a bit of a disputation going on because Moses died in the earth realm. Satan has jurisdiction in the earth realm and he has control over the body. So he's saying to Michael, you can't take this body. This body of Moses belongs to me, because Satan wanted to get the body of Moses and give it back to Israel, because if Israel knew where the body of Moses was, they would worship the body. They'd worship Moses. They'd worship it as an idol. We see this throughout the whole of the Old Testament with Israel, like with the brazen serpent, Nehushtan. It says that the brazen serpent was kept, and by the time that was in the wilderness, but by the time we get to Hezekiah, they had it in the temple, this brazen serpent, and they were worshipping the brazen serpent, and they were calling it Nehushtan. So Satan knows if I can get this body and give it back to Israel, they will worship the body and commit adultery. They will use it as an idol. So this is deep stuff. So this is the reason why. So when the archangel Michael, or Michael the chief prince, comes into the earth realm as a messenger, the message he had was from God. So he's now moving in a different capacity. He's moving as an angel, as a messenger. And he says to Lucifer, or to the devil, the Lord rebuke you. So it's not me rebuking you, it's the Lord rebuking you. So the Lord trumps his authority. The Lord trumps Satan's authority in the earth realm. So Satan is a king in the earth realm, but God is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords. And he came and trumped his authority so that Lucifer had to release the body of Moses into the hands of the Archangel Michael. Woo! I know what I said there was quite deep. Leave a comment down below. Because you'll see the book of Daniel, how the Archangel Michael moves in the capacity of as a chief prince. And when he moves as a chief prince, he came and he pushed aside the prince of the power of Persia. So the angel could come through with a message that was sent to Daniel at that time, of Daniel chapter 10, when Daniel was fasting for 21 days. But that goes into more chief princes, and that's a bit more